What up, burnt ones? This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Happy holidays. This is the Christmas episode, huh, Chip?
It is. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. To my right, as always, in this Yuletide season, you know him from Netflix. You know him from his amazing stand-up special, Move Closer. It's Philadelphia's own Chip Chantry.
And over here to my left is Emmy Award-winning writer and producer. He puts the surge in Sir Just a Minute. Please take those candy canes out of your pocket. Mr. Thomas O'Brien.
I've got sticky fingers.
But they are pepperminty smelling, that's the nice part about this time of year. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Thomas. I am as unexcited as I am to be in my basement in Philadelphia and not on the beach in Waikiki.
I know.
We are a mere few days from Christmas, and I'm starting to feel the spirit. How about you?
Yeah, it's washing over me. I'm really enjoying it. Last night we watched Elf.
It's a great one.
We watched it with the baby. Baby's first time seeing Elf, and I will tell you, almost 2 years old. Certain parts of the movie, she got very scared.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Is it the? Let me guess. Is it the scene? Is it the scenes with Andy Richter and Kyle Gass?
No.
No. Okay.
No. It was any time, I'm guessing, there was a man over 50 years old on screen. She went, no, too scary.
So the Bob Newharts of the world, like James Caan?
James Caan and Santa.
There is a curmudgeon attitude about Ed Asner's Santa Claus that I could agree with your daughter.
I think what she actually was scared of is mortality.
Okay, I will be honest with you. I did have a talk about the Circle of Life with her in Hawaii.
Oh.
We were just sitting, we were watching the sun go down, and I was like, speaking of the sun going down, what happens to all of us as we age? And then I went into the full spiel. So I'm not saying that had anything to do with it, but I'm just saying maybe it had a little something to do with it.
Yeah, as long as it was all Lutheran, it's all good.
Yes. That's all it is, and that's how I kept it, you know. So I did. But did she enjoy the rest of the movie? Did she enjoy Will Ferrell, or did she find him weird and off-putting?
I think she found him weird and off-putting.
I love Will Ferrell. I think he's a national treasure.
Uh-huh.
I think he's great. By the way, for better or worse, I'm not saying this is something to brag about. I get compared to him a lot as far as looks. People are like, did anybody ever tell you look like Will Ferrell? Because we get the weird eyes and and just our demeanor sometimes. Like I'll come off stage, people, did you ever tell you look like Will Ferrell? I'm like, yes, they tell me I look like Will Ferrell. He is a national treasure now. He's Ron Burgundy. Yep. He is Elf. He is all these great characters. I remember the first number of years when he was just on SNL, just being like, he is strange and off-putting man. And not that I didn't get the humor, it just didn't hit me right away, because I only saw little snippets, and I was like, this guy is strange. Yeah. And then to see him the first time as Elf, and he wasn't a name then when Elf came out. Like, he had not really broken through, and I think Old School is what really, then I saw him, I was like, okay, I get Will Ferrell now. But that was kind of how the world happened, because the studio was not excited about him. James Caan apparently did not enjoy working with him. He's like, this is a weird man, and I don't like him tickling me. And then he finally later on got it. So Will Ferrell is I think was an acquired taste to America.
I think he might have been more of an acquired taste to Chip Chantry, because you know how when like the most annoying thing somebody can do generally is something you do yourself and don't like about yourself?
Oh, sure, of course. That's specifically why I didn't have children. Yes.
It's like if my little brother ever gets on my nerves, because he's just a wonderful dude. But if he gets on my nerves, I'm just like, oh, I just hate the way he talks. He sounds like me. And I just couldn't be more annoyed by anybody else on the planet than myself.
And because you see the moves, you know, it's like when George would fight Oscar on Arrested Development.
Yeah,
they just knew because they were twins. Like I remember seeing when I had kids when I was teaching fourth grade, like I would see a kid do something. I was like, you're doing the same thing I did. You're making the same dumb mistakes I did, and it would just make me so much angrier, because I'm like, I can fix this. I know, because if a kid was acting totally crazy or something that was just foreign to me, you're just like, all right, something strange, you don't get it. But when you lock in on that thing, you're like, I used to do that too. That's not good. And then you just get mad at yourself, and then you get mad at that kid through you.
Yeah, anything I do I find very annoying. Most of the things I say, like you leave a conversation, or like you're in the shower the day after going to a party, and you're just like, why did I say any of the words that I said last night? Why'd I do that?
Oh, by the way, and I might even have to address it. And again, I don't think it was anybody's fault, but it's just okay. Just a thing that happened to me.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say the club, but I was at a club this past week performing.
Was it a sandwich?
It had turkey. It had little decorative toothpicks in there.
Uh-huh.
So yes.
All right, but don't tell us which one. But you were performing at a sandwich.
I was performing at a sandwich, and it was I was the last comedian on the show. Like I was closing the show.
A lot of people would call that the headliner.
But it's just I'm not it's just a sort of a showcase, you know.
Yeah.
So, I always you know me. I always try to be polite. I always try to be nice, and I come walking in. There's a lot of security in this club, and not a lot of it's a new staff, so they don't necessarily know me. And I walk in and I say hi to people, and I get in, and then I walk back stage into the green room area, and I go and I sit down, and there's one of the other comedians who was there, and we're just having a conversation, and this young woman who was like part of the staff kind of follows me back, I guess, because like I'm just in there for like 10 seconds or so.
Yeah.
And she comes back and she's like, "Excuse me, what's your name?" To me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Oh, I'm Chip." That's all I said, right? And she's like, "Oh, okay," because like I think sometimes they're worried that like a civilian comes backstage, like she's coming. She wanted to make sure I was on the show, right?
Yeah, that's nice.
So she's like, "Excuse me, what's your name?" And it was a little accusatory, but it's also like that's her job, you know?
Yeah.
And I always try to do this. I was like, "Oh, I'm Chip," and she's like, "Oh, okay," and she turns and starts walking out of the room, and the other comic who kind of sounds like me, just goes, "The headliner." Like in a jokey way, do you know what I mean? But like also like he's the headliner, which I'm the closing comedian, but whatever. It's like it doesn't matter. I'm just on the show, and it was a couple of nights ago. I still am worried that woman thought that I said that. Do you know what I mean? Like, like I'm Chip, the headliner, and now she's gonna just be angry at me and then tell everybody else at the club that I'm a jerk.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't say it, it was the other guy who said it, and he was kidding around. But now I'm going to be haunted by that and see if I ever get booked at that club again just because they think I'm a jerk.
Yeah, no, you can get a stink on you.
The staff at comedy clubs, like a waiter or a waitress or whatever, it's like they got some pull because it's a tight knit little thing, and they talk, baby. They talk, but. On to bigger and better things at Christmas time. Because I don't want to talk about negativity. I want to talk about positivity.
You want to talk about the nativity.
You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about not getting any suntivity.
Oh.
That's not a word that I used.
Yeah.
But we should slather on a little.
Let's get a little
sunblock right now. Get the smell. It's that time of year. I got a little I got a little bit of the sniffles. I think this might open up the sinuses just a bit.
Yeah.
Just to get that smell, little coconut. It's we call a little. It's coconut is I believe they call coconut nature's Sudafed.
Really?
I believe so. Yeah, and they actually do call coconut nature's Sudafed, the kind that you have to get behind the counter.
If you don't have to show your driver's license, that ain't the coconut that's going to help you out.
No, it is not.
I'm so cold right now, Chip. I'm freezing to my friggin' bones. But this is when a slather goes the furthest. When it's really cold outside, it brings me right back. It puts me in a good mood. I'm really glad we do it.
By the way, what is your pharmacy of choice out there in LA? Is it CVS or what do you got? Rite Aids?
We've got them all, baby. But I like a nice CVS for my money.
My wife is such a huge CVS fan. Like one of the biggest changes during the pandemic was that she could no longer just walk around a CVS and browse. Like, because we weren't going into stores very often, especially a pharmacy where you find sick people often.
Yeah.
But like one of her favorite things, she just loves a CVS. I mean, talk about... I mean, women be shopping, Thomas, at CVS.
Be shopping for wellness goods at CVS.
She loves, and she does the thing with the big long receipts, and she will literally. Like, I think it's illegal. Like, I think the FCC is going to show up to our house someday. Because like we will get 2 bags worth of home and health care goods.
Yeah, and
she will spend $4 total. Like, she knows how to do the gymnastics of the coupons.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Are they doing it? Is it at the CVS near you? Is a lot of the stuff behind glass and you have to push the button?
Not as much. I went to DC and New York though.
Yeah,
this summer, and everything was locked down, baby.
Yeah, it's really, and then you got to push the button, and then you got to wait for somebody to show up, and the place is always understaffed, so you have to wait 5 minutes just to get your shampoo.
They're just pushing people towards Amazon, dude.
Yeah.
It's just order that stuff. It'll be at your house tomorrow, but at least you're not waiting around for 15 minutes while somebody coughs next to you in a CVS.
Right.
But I have seen your wife do the receipt game. Does ABC store ring a bell, Chip?
Tommy, I just had coffee out of a Hula Girl mug this morning because of her. We talked about the ABC stores in Hawaii last week. By the way, in prepping for this episode, I did a deep dive into the ABC store. I found some stuff out. We're not going to do it this episode, but in an episode coming up, we are going to talk. There is a lot of information that I learned about the ABC stores that I can't wait to share with you at some point.
Dude, I'm so excited to hear about that. That looks awesome. Well, let's talk about what we're going to talk about this episode, Chip. So this episode, stick with us. We're going to have a wonderful holiday time. We're talking about new holiday movies.
Holiday classics, new classics.
There hasn't been a new classic in a minute. My rotation has been very similar from year to year. We're talking about Elf. We're talking about Christmas Vacation. We're talking about A Christmas Story, but we're talking about new ones that are coming out that are going to make your list. We're talking Christmas traditions, and I'm sure we're going to talk a little bit more about Hawaii. I mean, yes, we got back a couple weeks ago. I'm still riding high. Plenty of stories we haven't talked about. A whole week with a couple of buddies palling around the island. We've got some stuff to talk about. This is the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you think those two things should go together, stay tuned. Front desk, and Merry Christmas Eve.
Hi, this is Mr. Chanter in room 308. I was wondering, does Santa visit this hotel on Christmas?
Of course, he travels the whole world.
Okay, does he also wear a ski mask and grab your wallet and laptop and run out of the room?
No.
Okay, well then go ahead and call the police because somebody just made the naughty list.
Chip!
Thomas!
Christmas is right around the corner, dude.
That's one thing. We were in Hawaii a little bit longer than... Usually we set up our Christmas tree like right at Thanksgiving because we live in South Philly now. When we put it up on Thanksgiving weekend, we're like the last people on our block to put up our Christmas tree in South Philly. It's like day after Halloween is when it gets kicking around. It's wild. Holy cow. I feel like we got a little bit of a truncated Christmas season, but we were in Hawaii.
There were Christmas trees aplenty in the islands. Like, they get into the swing like many places don't.
I was really excited to see that because like you want tropical, but especially in your hotel lobby, it was just Christmas threw up everywhere in the most delightful way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then I actually, I had to post some pictures. Remind me, the morning that we went to rent our car to go to drive the island, we got our little convertible Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
We took a picture in front of a Christmas tree and a Melikalikimaka sign, which was, I believe, outside of the Sheraton, where the Brady Bunch stayed.
Where the Brady Bunch stayed. Mm-hmm. Famous hotel. Famous location. And, like, just even, I had to stop by Target a couple of times. Mm-hmm. As wild and exotic as that sounds.
Yes.
And they just had Christmas music blazing even before Thanksgiving.
I love it.
They take it serious out there.
I used to get annoyed by that, but the older I get, the more I'm like, just spread some joy. Spread some joy.
Last year there was a show, I forget maybe it was on Fox, called Rescue High Surf.
Yes.
And it was about the lifeguards of the North Shore of Oahu. And they had a Christmas episode. And it's just like, Hawaii does Christmas up big. They do it early, they do it long, and I think it's because they just like having a good time. It's positive.
It really is. And I can be a snob sometimes, and I don't want to do what everybody else is doing, and I'm like, oh, everybody's watching this dumb show. I'm not going to watch it. We had some family over last weekend, and their son, young kid, likes a couple shows. It's on Netflix. We had Netflix on.
Yep.
And he turned on Is It Cake?
Okay, yeah. Mikey Day.
Have you seen it?
I've never seen it, but I understand what it is.
It's the dumbest. It's so where it's these bakers or whatever, and they bake these cakes, and then they want to make them look real, and then you have to cut into it to see if it's cake or not. That's the entire show. It's ridiculous. I was like, all right, let's watch this. It's delightful, Thomas. It is just. It's not highbrow television, but everybody's just sort of happy. They're sort of rooting for each other. It's nice. Is it Mikey Day, I think, is the host of it?
Yes, SNL.
He's delightful. It's just, it was just like, okay, I get it. Like, it's not my favorite show in the world, but it was just sweet for a half hour. And then there's the one called Nailed It, which is basically the same thing. Is It Cake, pretty much. But it's people who are not bakers, and they just do a terrible job.
Yeah, bad bakers.
Equally delightful.
Yeah, Nicole Byer.
Yes,
she hosts that one.
Yeah, Nicole Byer, and I don't know if they have like guest hosts sometime, but the episode that I saw was Jason Mantzoukas.
Yeah,
who was just the perfect just to rip everybody apart, and in the funniest, most delightful way.
I love Jason and everything, but he did this season of a British show called Taskmaster. Have you heard of this?
I've heard it's a great show, but I haven't seen it.
So the Jason Mantzoukas season, it was on when I was in New York, DC. So like I think it was on this summer. Dude, they're all on YouTube. Go check it out.
Is that a British show, or did they Americanize it?
There was a version of it a long time ago that Reggie Watts hosted in the States.
Okay.
But this is like the original, and it's like my little brother got really into it. He's the one that turned me on to it.
Okay,
and it's just like kind of a delightful way to pass an hour.
Yeah, I've heard lots of great things about it. Yeah.
A bunch of comedians doing silly tasks to try and win a prize over the course of a season that nobody really cares about, and I don't know. It's just really fun and light, kind of in that vein of, it's not going to change the world, but it's actually a nice way to spend some time.
That's the way you do change the world, though, Thomas. By little pieces of joy, little chunks of joy, little hunks of joy, just stuck in your carpet around your house. Just little joy hunks. Write that down. That's gonna be a poster with a mountain someday, Thomas.
Well, I mean, Hunks of Joy is the semi-nude all male review we're gonna do once we get jacked.
Okay, well, speaking of which, you think you're joking here, Thomas. This is a very serious podcast, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's what the listeners tune in for. Okay, I was doing a show the night before I told that story about where I was at the comedy club. I was at a different comedy club.
Don't name it.
I'm not going to name it. It's a bigger venue. There were three. It's this big. I'll say it. It was Soul Joel's. Soul Joel's out in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. My boy Joel
Pottstown
owns this place at the Sunnybrook Ballroom. It's like these big venues, these small venues. He's got this whole complex. It's amazing. He's done such a great job with it. And I was actually texting back and forth with him afterwards, like joking about it. But literally, there were three big events, or I don't want to say big events, three events going on last Wednesday night when I was there. There was, in the smallest room, stand-up comedy. And it was just a local show. There was a couple local comics, and then we sort of did a panel where brand new comics came. So we each performed, and then did a panel where brand new comics came up and did it. And we sort of we made it nicer than let's just say a certain show that's on now where there's a panel and they let new comedians do things. But that was in the small room.
Yeah.
And then in the gigantic room, the big ballroom, was bingo. So they do bingo there. It's a regular thing. Giant bingo. I think it was their Christmas bingo night. They had Santa Claus there and everything.
Big.
And then in the regular, what is usually the comedy club room, there was an all-male review. And ladies screaming and carrying on with male strippers. So it was bingo, strippers, and comedy. I mean, what else do you need at Christmas time, Thomas?
That's everything you need. That's the full circle of life. That is, and it's nice to know that laughs was the least desirable commodity being
it
sold
really
that
does
night.
make me feel good about the decision that I made.
Gambling, whoring, and a couple of yucks.
Yes.
And by far the least palatable, the yucks.
Yeah.
Did you get a glimpse at the crowd? Like who goes to those things? I literally have no idea.
It's down the hall. It's shut off in its dirty, dirty little thing. I can pretty much picture it. I think it's like, 50-year-old women from the suburbs. I think I believe. Yeah, that seems to be who's going there. Yeah.
I just can't even wrap my mind around like what that crew is like. What these ladies are, they're going with their friends, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm guessing not a lot of solo tickets sold, but maybe.
Yeah, man, just a solo ticket to it. That's maybe okay. There's the beginning of a Christmas movie right there, Thomas.
Even if you're going by yourself, do you order two at the box office?
I think you have to just to cut. You're like, oh, somebody got strep throat, couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's too sick to get it up.
I will say, Thomas, I am not a medical expert. I don't know a lot about strep throat.
Yeah.
But I can say with a certain amount of certainty that women don't get it up. I don't believe. Again, I'm not a doctor. I didn't take too many biology classes, but I don't believe ladies get it up.
If that's something you truly believe, I feel sorry for your wife.
Those are my facts. Those are my facts that I have. Some are alternative.
You got to be real confident in that bod for that to be your job.
Yeah.
An all male review.
Well, they always say like all male review. It's like, is there ever a review where it's like mostly male, but then we throw a lady in because you never know who's in the crowd?
Yeah, you don't know. I mean,
yeah. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's our calling. It's a mixed, like a mixed gender review. So it's a review. So you get some ladies, some men. Yeah, I don't know. Just go for it.
Or what about just like maybe that's a new podcast? Maybe it's the all male review. And it's just, you get the opinions of only males reviewing things.
Yeah, reviewing movies. I think that was called Siskel and Ebert. But yes, technically Siskel and Ebert was an all-male review.
Makes you think.
I'm just thinking about those ladies getting it up right now. That's all. That's all I'm thinking
all right,
about.
well let's get the thought train. Let's get the thought train back on the movies. We're talking Siskel. We're talking Ebert.
Yes,
Chip. We've got some new holiday classics, and they're not yet made. They're coming to a theater near you, maybe 2026, 2027 at the latest.
Right.
But
here's the thing, though, I want to, because I think we're in need, like you said, of a new classic. In my eyes, there hasn't been a new one. What is your rotation? What's your Christmas rotation every year?
The go-tos, we're going to hit Elf early on.
That's interesting because that's always our tradition is we put up our tree and then watch Elf. Like that's how it starts.
Oh, it's a great one. It's a great one. It gives you the warm fuzzies. It gets Santa on the tip of your tongue.
It really does.
Okay, so that's first. Next is Christmas Vacation. That is the one. That's the one that can't be missed. That's always there. I really like that one. Still holds up for me. Followed by A Christmas Story. That's just been on the list since I've been teeny tiny.
Yep.
And then my dad loves one of the older versions of A Christmas Carol, the one with Alistair Sim from the 1930s, I want to say.
Quality one, yes.
Yeah, I think it's like the second one they made. I think there was one before that that predates it. But yeah, that's the four that we kind of grind on every year. And then, there's a couple other ones that float in and out, but nothing that has that kind of consistency. That's really the four.
I kick off with Elf. Got to do Home Alone.
Love Home Alone.
You might not be a Home Alone guy, which is fine. I'm a big Home Alone guy. I will say, I always watch Christmas Vacation, generally a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really care for it, but I watch it every year. It's... It gets you in the Christmas spirit. It gives you something. Do you know what I mean? Like it's there. It's a lot of times what I'll have to do is I'll watch Christmas Vacation and then I'll go back and watch the original.
Yeah. Because
I just have to sort of cleanse the palate. But it does it. I don't think there is a movie that gets you in the Christmas spirit more than that. Like it puts it there. So that Elf, Home Alone are the big three. And then I will say, I highly recommend, if you can find it, some years it's streaming, some years it's not. Please, 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 everybody watch the 1989, maybe 88, 89, A Very Brady Christmas.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to do it, dude. Maybe
Going
we'll have to
back
do that.
to our Christmas, our Brady in Hawaii
Brady's in
episodes.
Hawaii.
The Brady Bunch was a family sitcom in the late 60s, early 70s. And then about 20 years later, in the late 80s, they decided to do, there was other iterations too. They had a variety show for a little bit. They had this other dramedy thing. And they decided to make this dramedy like 2-hour special. I think it's an hour and a half long. And where they bring all the kids back for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
But there's no laugh track, but it's still sort of written in that jokey way. And then there's just this weird vacuum of silence. And I have to say, it's the late 80s. I'm sure the budget wasn't big. They had to get everybody back. And there are some of the craziest, most unnatural, unhuman lines of dialogue in that film. It boggles my mind how insane A Very Brady Christmas is. Please watch it. You're gonna be like, wait, did that just come out of a human being's mouth? That's not how people talk. It's incredible.
Oh, dude, it's got to be so wild without the laugh track. That's got to be shocking, even if they did write it to be, like a modern single camera drama.
Yeah.
Well, that's going on the list. That's going on the list. But as we know, not all Brady things are always available for streaming.
I have to say, one of my favorite memories of Home Alone, I remember seeing it in the theater when it came out.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 11 or 12 when it came out. I'm in the theater. It was Christmas week. So like everybody, kids are off school. So like everybody was there. And it was my whole family. My dad never went to the movies with us. Like he's not a sit in the movie theater type of guy. Like just, he'll watch a movie at home. But he went, as did my aunt and uncle, my little cousin. So there was a bunch of us there. The place was packed because it's like December 28th or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're all excited. We're enjoying the movie. I'm sure my dad is half-heartedly enjoying it. It's a family movie. Obviously, it's a sweet movie, whatever. It gets to the part at the end where Joe Pesci and whatever, I'm forgetting the other guy's name, but where
Daniel
the burglars, Daniel Stern, where they come in.
The sticky bandits or wet bandits.
The wet bandits, where they all start to, the hijinks happens. And it's a packed theater. There's an old man right behind us. Like I'm putting him in his 70s, 80s, probably at least, right?
With a snow shovel?
With a snow shovel, just a looming, just foreboding look the entire time, standing there, blocking other people's views. No, this old man is watching Joe Pesci fall on the stairs and get hit with paint cans. Every Looney Tunes gag that happened, this old man, along with the rest of the audience, but this old man especially, howling laughing. This man is full of joy. He has never seen anything so funny in his life. And my father was irate. He was incensed. He was literally turning around and looking at the man because my dad was sitting right in front of him. My dad was so angry that this guy was so loudly enjoying this movie. And he's like, it's not that funny. It's not that funny. Like, it doesn't, like, and it didn't necessarily warrant that laughter.
Yeah.
But all this man is doing, he's not talking, he's not being a jerk. He is just loving life and laughing. And my father was so annoyed at him for that. Like, if he could have, my father would have walked out of the theater. Yeah. just for somebody else showing joy.
Oh, man. Oh, Paul. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
The Grinch was there.
Yes, in our hearts. Absolutely. Okay, so do we want to...
Yeah, we got to talk about it. We got these new classics. They're going to be coming out, and I'm going to, kind of tell you the name, and then Chip, you're going to fill them in on some of the details about what's going on here. But like, it's just for our money, these are the next crop that are really going to make it into that rotation.
It's a crop.
It's got a nice crop.
Got a nice crop. Okay, so, and just so that people know, I have not heard, you've come up with some titles. I have not heard these yet.
Yeah. We're
but I think we're going to find a an instant classic, I think.
Yeah. These are all instant classics, and
From
I
this
think
crop.
I've come up with some names that I know can't miss, and then I just need you to fill in some of the details. So here we go.
Okay.
Number one is Santa's Cuban Hall pass.
I mean, Hallmark written all over it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Get the people on the Hallmark on the horn right away.
Yeah.
Santa's Cuban Hall pass.
Uh-huh.
All right. Santa, as portrayed by David Harbour, just coming off of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Okay. Goes to Cuba with his wife of many years.
Uh-huh.
They're taking their second honeymoon over Christmas, and he spots his hall pass.
Uh-huh.
The woman that they've decided that if, the opportunity ever presented itself,
Yep.
that he would be able to sleep with. And that woman is, help me out, Thomas. Who? It's got to be somebody good. Flo from the Progressive commercials.
Oh yeah. Flo from the Progressive commercials is playing.
And
this
by the
woman.
way, it's not that actress. It is literally
The
character Flo, and like he literally calls her the entire time. Oh my God, that's Flo from the Progressive commercial.
Yeah, because
and that's how she because Hallmark has a branding deal with Hallmark with Progressive, so like it's a product placement kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then she checks into the hotel, like right in front of them, and they're like, "Can I get your name?" And she's like, "Flo," and she's like, "What's your last name?" And she's like, "From the Progressive commercials." Like that's her last name. She gives the credit card, and it's like it says just Florence J from the Progressive commercials. And then he sort of obsesses over her, realizes that the wife, of course, the wife is a very high functioning, business gal in business. She's very type A. He just wants to let loose a little bit, but he needs a little security. What's more secure than home and auto insurance?
Yeah.
Nothing. And the embrace of a sweet lady who's pushing those things.
Yeah, and him and Mrs. Claus have spent many a night watching broadcast television.
Yes.
He likes channel 4, 5, and 12. He has not gone digital. He didn't ever have a cord to cut. He watches over the air North Pole television, and just like they're watching sometimes even steamy nighttime soaps.
Yes.
But what really captivated him was the Progressive commercials.
Yeah.
And that's when he changed his hall pass from Heather Locklear to Flo. And Mrs. Claus is just like, whatever, like you're ever going to see Flo in real life. Right. And boom, here they are on a Cuban getaway.
Caliente.
Oh, it's a caliente movie, but it's also funny. There's a lot of comedy in it. And in the end, I think it's important to know that he learns a lesson about insurance, about love, and most importantly, about what matters. And that is Mrs. Claus. They end up stronger than ever after he really fumbles the bag trying to pick up Flo.
Right. And then I think we also have to reveal Mrs. Claus's hall pass, because of course she gets a hall pass too.
Yeah.
Her hall pass. You ready for this? Here's the twist. Her hall pass. His is Flo from the Progressive commercials. Her hall pass is the guy who plays Chief Hopper in Stranger Things, David Harbour.
Oh, right.
So then towards the end, David Harbour, playing himself in a separate role, then has a brief tryst with Mrs. Claus.
And I think there's also one third meta twist where David Harbour in that Santa movie where he plays Santa that kills all those people. It's called like Deadly Night or Silent Night or something along that.
Yeah.
That version of Santa Claus also shows up. Mm-hmm. It's very exciting.
It's what we call a 3 harbor cruise.
It's a 3 harbor cruise. It's from the Santaverse. Mm-hmm. All the different verses of Santa stacked up on each other. I mean, I think it can't miss, and it's fun in the sun. At the end of the day, it's fun in the sun.
Yep.
Chip, I would watch this.
Did we just make $1 million? I think we did. Yeah.
Send the check, Hollywood. Send the checks.
Send the check, Hollywood.
Sunburnt Pod at Sunburnt Pod. Send it on Instagram.
Just make it out to at Sunburnt Pod.
Yeah, send it to Instagram. Send it to YouTube. You can get us at all those places. Mm-hmm. Okay, Chip, that was great. Like I'm like literally excited about this movie.
Yes. Yeah.
But not as excited as I am about the next one.
Okay.
It's holiday meets tropical. It's this podcast. It's the Christmas episode. This feature film is called Forgetting Sarah Marshall's White Elephant Gift.
Oh. Mm-hmm. So this is the sequel to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Mm-hmm. It's Judd Apatow produced.
Yep.
It's most of the original cast, minus Mila Kunis, who's going through some issues of her own right now. So it's like
as is the long-haired British fellow.
Oh yeah, so yeah, he wouldn't be in it. Well, he's also, although okay, I will say, all right, if this was like maybe like some sort of Christian movie, he is now a what's his name?
Russell, is it Russell?
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand. Yeah, that's it.
Russell Brand, devout Christian now. Devout. He is better than either of us right now.
He's got, it goes hand in hand with some troubles, I think. Some
troubles of his past that yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's showing up either. So this is actually gonna, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think that that Veronica Mars is showing up either.
Sarah Marshall's out.
This is just Jason Segel in Paradise.
Yeah.
He's dumped Mila Kunis. He's back with Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
They fly home. They go to Hawaii pre-Christmas.
Yeah.
They fly home to Los Angeles, back to their home where they do share a marital bed together. They're now married.
Okay.
He does the thing where he still dances naked with his wiener. They have a white elephant party.
All-male review.
The all-male review. They go to the white elephant. They have a white elephant party like the next day when they get back. Yeah. She buys the present on Oahu.
Yep.
But leaves it there. Mm-hmm. Jason has to fly back because she's still kind of demanding.
Yeah.
She still has to fly back. He has to fly back because she's got to work. He flies back to pick up the white elephant gift. And Thomas, reveal to us what that white elephant gift is.
It ends up being a oversized novelty tee that shows a just wildly exaggerated female figure airbrushed onto it.
Yes.
And on the back it says "Sun's out, buns out."
Right. And so that's her white elephant gift. She's like, this is my signature. If everybody knows Sarah Marshall, they know that I would buy this. So he goes back. He has to go to this little town where they sell trinkets. They sell the airbrush stuff. He goes there, falls in love again with yet another local from the island.
I left out one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I left out one thing about the T-shirt. It's a beautiful figure. There's no bathing suit, though. And it is Sarah Marshall's actual likeness.
Okay.
So it is, it's basically a nude.
Right.
And if he doesn't go back and get it, it's going to get out. So he's going to save her honor and dignity.
So he has to save her from, because it is almost like it's like getting some, some naughty pictures revealed. Like this is anatomically correct.
Yeah. This can't be leaked.
No.
This can't be leaked. He's got to go save. Once again, he's making big adjustments to save her career. And the shirt was her idea in the first place. She had it commissioned. She had it made by a Hank Azaria type.
Yeah. Yeah. Hank Azaria type would do that, had some sort of accent. And so now he's chasing it around the island because it's being passed around from person to person. They don't know that it's Sarah Marshall's likeness. They just think it's a pretty lady, and they're passing around and it's getting sold. So he's going to all these exotic locations. botanical gardens, shave ice places, downtown Waikiki. All of these places. He's on this mad, just wild goose chase trying to find this picture. But really what he's finding, Thomas, you ready?
Yeah.
Is himself. Mm-hmm. He is finding himself again.
Yeah.
And he realizes, you know what? These people really seem to be enjoying this shirt. They haven't posted it online yet. He doesn't think they will because they're a more of a closed society. They're not going to flaunt it to the world. Maybe that's what this island needs, is just a naked T-shirt of Sarah Marshall.
Mm-hmm. And I think we haven't mentioned he's getting some help from a radiant Sydney Sweeney, who happens to work at the hotel he's staying at. Mm-hmm. And he also uncovers during this quest that the person who made the shirt had been having an affair with Sarah Marshall.
That's how he knew that's where he knew that that mole came from behind her knee, right?
Yeah. So as he's uncovering this mystery, he's trying to get it back, finding himself at a certain point, he has to go to an open mic at the Blue Note in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. And do stand-up comedy for the first time, really pushing his boundaries. Sydney really pushed him to do it. She was very supportive. So he's growing. He's filling back into the man he always knew he was. He's in paradise. He's with this younger, very vibrant young woman.
Full of life.
Who is also in need of something that he has to offer to, a little stability, a little kindness. Yeah. A boatload of cash. And all's well that ends well. He's back. He's with Sweeney. Him and Sarah Marshall are over, and he has a choice. Is he staying on the island or is he going back home?
And what happens is the final scene is Christmas morning. Sarah Marshall sitting at the Christmas tree alone. A knock comes to the door. She gets all excited, runs to the door expecting it to be Jason Segel. She whips it open. It's just a FedEx delivery driver with a package. She opens it up. It's the naked T-shirt of her.
Her naked T-shirt.
Yep.
I mean, this is a winner, dude. This is a winner through and through. Mm-hmm. All right,
Take
Chip.
that. Take that, Elf.
Are you ready for the next one?
I mean, we've already hit 2 home runs. Let's see if we can make it 3.
Okay. This one is simply called Cookies and Milk Lemonade.
Okay. Let me just sit with that. Let me just sit with that for a moment. Cookies and milk lemonade.
Yeah, okay. That's the title of the movie, Chip.
Cookies and milk lemonade. Okay. Edward Norton.
Oh, yeah.
Is a urologist, a renowned urologist.
Yeah.
Up in Vermont.
Yeah.
But he's just seen the amount of peni that he has seen this year has far eclipsed any previous year because everybody wants to go see him with their urology problems.
Yep.
And he's just seen too many wieners this year. He needs to get away. He is a widower, unfortunately. And he decides to go down to the Caribbean to just get away from it all.
Yep.
To get away from the snow.
Yeah.
To get away from the ice. And even just the family. It reminds him of his ex, and he just needs to break away. So this urologist goes down to Antigua.
Yep.
To an all-inclusive resort. Where he decides to drift off the resort some days, even though they sometimes tell you not to.
Yeah.
And he makes it into this town. And there is a young woman who works for a family business where they serve just dairy products. It's an ice cream shop. They have a few cows, so they sell cream, ice cream, milk, butter, that type of thing. It's a dairy, basically. And he falls for her.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the kickoff. You think that's where the movie goes. Okay, so Christmas cookies and milk lemonade, right?
Yeah.
So you have a urologist go into this local dairy farmer, but her father as portrayed by Edwin James Almost, he is he's not happy about this relationship. She is supposed to marry this dashing but kind of jerky, local ne'er-do-well, but also happens to be from a good family, from a rich family. That's who she's supposed to be marrying, right?
Yeah.
It's just not happening. It's kind of a Soul Glow situation, coming to America kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Edward Norton wants to whisk her away to Vermont to be a part of his life and urology practice.
Yeah.
Now, they go through all the hijinks, and she shows them what a Caribbean Christmas traditions are. Okay, they go to, there's different festivals, and there's the shopping, and all the people come in for their Christmas cream.
Yeah, they gotta get that cream.
I think the kicker is Christmas Eve night. They go to church.
Yep.
They're walking back from the chapel. As they're walking back from the chapel, the family there, the father doubles over in pain.
Yep.
The pain is radiating from his crotch.
Yeah.
Just crotch radiation pain. This is where Ed Norton has to spring into action.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trained.
He's got a catheter, a little Christmas catheter in his back pocket. And in front of the entire village, whips this father's pants down and gives him the life-saving wiener treatment.
Yep.
As we know that is a problem down in the Caribbean, but it strikes men across the country where they just, especially this time of year, they just drop dead from wiener disease.
Wiener disease.
And he performs wiener surgery on this man.
Yeah.
Saves his life.
Yeah.
And then I think there is that moment in the holiday. It's Christmas evening.
Yep.
They're having turkey just sort of in the day room, in the waiting room of that. But then they go in and just Ed Norton's there with the girl, and then with the father-in-law, and he's just father-in-law to be maybe. He asks the father in his father bed, "Do I have permission to marry your daughter?" And he said, he just looks at him and grimaces. You could tell that he's a little haggard, but he's going to be okay. We learn from the stable beeping of his heart rate on the monitor. Everything's going good. But he just said...
he just leans in.
He just leans in and says, "I thought that you were a loser, but I now know that you are truly a wiener." End scene. Credits.
Yeah, dude. That's another just instant
another
classic. Instant holiday classic.
Yeah.
This one, it's another sequel. It's actually the third.
Love it.
It's Anchorman 3. Ron Burgundy meets Tan Rather.
Okay. I mean, Will Ferrell is coming back to make not only a third Anchorman, but he is also making another Christmas classic. He's already got Elf under his belt.
Yep. Yeah, no, put those two together.
Yeah. All right. So it's
Anchorman 3. Ron Burgundy meets Tan Rather.
Okay. So Ron Burgundy again he's on high. He has now made it to national news. He is the anchor for the national news. He's doing great, but life has just gotten too wild for him. Again, he's a single man again. He heads to Hawaii for Christmas break just to get away from it all. He goes to a jazz club in Hawaii, not unlike what we did.
Yeah.
Brings his jazz flute. Okay. Does the whole shtick where he plays the flute, sits down, and then the next act, because it's sort of at this club, it's sort of a variety show kind of situation.
Yeah.
There's a burlesque drag performer.
Yeah.
Named Tan Rather.
Okay. Yeah. This checks out.
He falls madly in love with her.
Okay.
There is a scene where she does an evocative dance as he is playing his jazz flute.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, that scene happens a number of times throughout. It just kind of keeps coming back to that.
Uh-huh.
And he decides that he realizes that there is a rather dastardly executive in charge of one of the local news networks, the local affiliates in Honolulu.
Yeah.
And decides that he is going to take over that studio and give it the journalistic integrity that it deserves.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, it's a guaranteed. It's a gosh dang hit.
100%.
All right, this is the last one. This is the last one, and I think this is it's really set up to do well in the marketplace and to do well in our hearts. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep.
This one is called "All I Want for Christmas Is GOO," a reverse vasectomy on Kalākaua Avenue.
So Kalākaua Avenue is the main drag in Waikiki, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who you're picturing, Thomas.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But I am picturing a Jack Black type.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. Jack Black has 2 children from a previous marriage who are now they're pretty much grown, college age.
Yep.
And he's over it. But he goes off with his new girlfriend to Hawaii for Christmas. They're taking the beautiful Hawaiian vacation.
Yeah.
And he runs into a bunch of scamps in the lobby of the hotel.
Yep.
Where there's these children just having a great time. And at first they're very annoying with him. And they're like, Mister, can you help fix our go-kart? They're doing kid things like kids used to do. Go-karts. Yeah. They're playing kick the can. One of them has a frog in their pocket.
Yep.
And after being annoyed with them, he decides, hey, these kids really have a lot to offer. I should help them start a rock and roll band. But then he remembers real quickly, wait a minute, I've done that in a movie already. I probably shouldn't do that.
Yep. Yeah.
I got to do something else.
Yep.
But he realizes that these kids, but then they start a ragtag baseball team, little league team, where they're really not very talented, but somehow they win. And he's like, oh, that's a whole other movie series that I wasn't a part of, but it's already been done.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, it's got to go somewhere else. Then he realized that these kids, so he finally, one day he goes down to the lobby expecting to see the kids again. He's like, all right, we're building the world's biggest sandcastle. That's what we're going to do. And he comes down and they're not there. They're nowhere to be found. So he goes to the concierge of the hotel and says, excuse me, concierge, can you tell me where all the kids are that have been hanging out here every day? And she's like, sir, this is an adults only resort. There are no children allowed on this premises.
What?
And then he thinks, who have I been seeing these last few days? He realizes it's all been an apparition.
Wow.
It's all been his subconscious. It's been a message from, let's just say, a higher power. I don't want to say this is a completely Christian movie, but let's just say it comes from a higher power. That he needs to have more children. He tells his girlfriend, she is not into it. She's like, I didn't want kids. You tell me this. I don't want to deal with your college kids. She gets off the island immediately, flies home. Now he's alone and decides to get a reverse vasectomy on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Where he falls in love with the nurse.
Mm-hmm. Sydney Sweeney. And they decide that they are going to start a family right there on the avenue. Oh, my God. Yeah,
and
that's it.
He's giving up his high-power job as an architect in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
He is now opening up a shop for tourists where they can buy very realistic naked airbrush T-shirts of themselves and their significant others.
We're creating a universe here, Chip.
I think
We're
we are.
creating a universe. I'm so excited about all these movies. Thanks for walking us through those, dude. This is this is the future of Christmas cinema, everybody. Chip just laid it out for you. Christmas Chantry himself.
Acid Thomas, yeah.
Whew.
Wow.
Dude, that feels good, man. That feels really nice. Well, we are kind of moving along here. We got one more thing that I desperately want to do before we go, and that's get back into the good book, buddy.
Open that good book.
The good book, the Guinness Book of World Records. This is our last time in good faith.
For 2025.
Hitting the 2025 version. 2026 is out. We got to figure that out. We'll get them going. But we've got 2 Christmas-themed world records for you.
We do.
Hit us with your record, baby.
Well, we've been talking about the tropics. We're going to go to a very different place. We're going to go to Bethel, Maine, which is, it's not on the coast of Maine. It's up there. It is in, it's up there in Maine. It is cold up there. Perfect opportunity for this. In 2008, the people of Bethel, Maine and surrounding communities, because it couldn't just be the people of Bethel, Maine. They needed a larger scale workforce. They built the world's tallest snowman.
Okay. Wow.
122 feet, 1 inch.
That's insane. That's like a 10-story building?
Apparently just a little smaller than the Statue of Liberty.
What?
Yeah.
In Maine?
It took over a 1 month period. That's how long it took. This wasn't just an afternoon. It took an entire month for them to build a 122-foot snowman. And here's the thing. This snowman, all of you sexists out there thinking it is actually a snow woman.
Wow.
Just like the surgeon who could not perform surgery on their son. It was not a male doctor. It was a female doctor. This is a female snowman. It's a snow woman. Her name is Olympia, they called her.
Wow.
And I will say they're very progressive, but some people still were a little sexist. Like they would catcall it, yell things like, check out the snow globes on this one.
There's always a couple.
Always a couple bad seats. But Olympia, the snow woman, is 122 feet tall. It was built over a 1 month period in 2008. And finally, Thomas, why do you think there was a financial crisis in 2008? If you look back, if you really dig into the numbers, it's because the people of the town of Bethel, Maine really shut down for a month. They weren't doing their work. The surrounding communities either. They were all focused on building the world's biggest snow woman, which I think is a very noble pursuit, but they dropped the ball. And you can see the domino effect throughout the rest of the year with their economy really taking a tank. And then that goes to Portland, Maine, and that goes to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, down to Boston, down to New York. Throughout the world, we have a financial collapse. We have mortgages going belly up, all of this stuff. And I think a lot of it had to do with Olympia, the 122-foot snow woman. But was it worth it? Yes.
In order to do amazing things, you have to make sacrifices. And if the U.S. economy is all that you had to sacrifice to get a gigantic snow woman, you made the right choice, I think.
Yes, you did,
Hats
sir.
off. And it gets you in the good book.
It does.
Come on.
And that's only going to make the economy better.
Yeah, that's a big lady. Ooh, the good book loves a tall woman.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Let me take you through my Christmas theme fact.
Very excited.
My Christmas themed record. It is for the world's largest nativity collection, Chip.
Whoa. All right. So not the world's largest nativity scene. This is a collection of nativities.
It's a volume game.
As I always say, Christmas is a numbers game.
It really is. Santa says it too. A mind-boggling amount of math that guy has to go through to get to everybody's house with all the gifts,
Absolutely.
A lot of calculations.
Triangulation. Yeah.
This is Michael Zah from Washington, Iowa.
Whoa.
Holds the record for largest collection of nativity sets in the world at, drum roll please, 2,324 qualifying nativity sets, Chip.
You got 2,300 nativity sets.
That's not even it.
Okay.
He actually owns over 2,500, but Guinness has very specific rules. To count, each nativity set has to include a Mary, a Joseph, a baby Jesus, plus additional traditional elements like shepherds, wise men, animals, a star, or a stable. It's got to have all these things to be counted. So, like, he has over 2,500 of these things, but only 2,324 meet the rigorous standards.
Do you have any idea what would not count? Like
just incomplete sets.
So it's just I lost the baby Jesus on this one, so it doesn't really count.
You've got Mary, Jesus, but you don't have like a.
There's no Joseph.
You don't have a wise men.
There's only 2 wise men. The one guy.
Yeah. There's no frankincense.
Forgot his myrrh.
It's got to make frankincense.
It has to make frankincense.
He also has collected these nativity sets from over 100 countries. He put up the display. He put it on display, his whole collection on display, as part of a holiday tour of homes.
Okay.
And it took 6 weeks just to set it up.
You would think so. I mean, where do you set it up? I mean, that has to be a big home, unless it's.
Oh no, it's got to be out in the open, or it's just a stop on a home tour. I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, like just a warehouse.
And I think that just points us back to our main point that if you or a loved one have lost a nativity set this holiday season, you might want to check Washington, Iowa.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
I mean, could you imagine being, let's just say like a 60-year-old lady. It's a Sunday in early December. You and the gals from church decide that you are going to go on this fun Christmas tour.
Yeah.
You go out to a lunch where they have the group lunch in the back room. There's a prefixed meal, a menu. You go, you have your lunch in, and then they put you on a little trolley, you know, in these little buses, and they take you from house to house to see these beautiful Christmassy houses. And you're like, boy, that was so quaint. Oh, what, Doris, don't you like this? Doesn't this remind you of Christmas from 1958 when we were growing up? And this one's more, you know, it's more modern, but it has a classical feel. You're looking at the beautiful trees and the light show. And then after about the 4th house of the 10 that you're going to that afternoon, they just take you to a warehouse. Okay? And they're like, go ahead inside. And like, you're looking at your friends, these other ladies, and you're thinking, is this a trap? Yeah. And they're like, no, please just enter.
Just enter.
And you just walk into this darkened warehouse that is just illuminated by just rows and rows of nativity scenes. And just one after the other.
Yep.
They don't necessarily get more dramatic. They're just more of them.
Yep.
And you think it's over, and you turn the corner, and there's a whole other aisle where you think, okay, maybe this will be a Santa Claus scene or something like that. Nope. More nativities. And then you just snake through this dark warehouse with these nativities that have the little lights in the back, and they're all glowing. That has to be one of the most jarring experiences, I think, of anybody's life.
It's repetition on repetition. 2,500 sets worth, Chip.
And ironically, he travels with these, I believe. He travels with these. He actually has to get 2 separate hotel rooms, one for him to sleep in and one for him just to put all of the nativity boxes in because you can't keep them out in the truck. And sometimes the hotels are sold out by the time he gets there, and they literally have to tell him, sorry, sir, no room at the inn.
Yeah, and he's like, I've heard this story before.
I've heard it over 2,300 times.
All right, dude. Well, it's our time, man. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of your holiday season with us. Chip, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas, Bite back at you. Happy New Year. I'm so excited to hit some tropical locales in 2026 with you and with all the listeners and viewers out there. From all of us here at the Sunburnt Podcast, from our family to your family, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. No new episode next week, but we'll be back the week after. This is the Sunburnt Podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. Merry Christmas. Front desk and Merry Christmas Eve.
Hi, this is Mr. Chanter in room 308. I was wondering, does Santa visit this hotel on Christmas?
Of course, he travels the whole world.
Okay, does he also wear a ski mask and grab your wallet and laptop and run out of the room?
No.
Okay, well then go ahead and call the police because somebody just made the naughty list.